Does anyone really believe, let me throw it out to you, you know this stuff, that a campaign like Joe's, which is frankly the same old establishment politics supported by the wealthy, and I know they got all the governors and the senators supporting them. Does anybody really think that that is going to be the campaign of excitement and energy that's going to grow the base that we need to defeat Trump? I don't think so. Say that honestly.
I get your case, and you know the counter-argument. They say, yeah, well, look what happened last Tuesday. He got all the votes that he needed and then some, and you're calling the establishment what his voters called Democrats and African Americans. That's the state of play. But something happened
No. Hold it. That is not fair.
And Doctor, to you, do you think America is ready for a revolution and that's what it wants? Some Democrats and some journalists have said, look, let's hold off on the revolution and let's try to get someone who's electable and restore normalcy to the White House. Your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you this. For a lot of people, they felt locked out of quote-unquote normalcy. That's why Bernie Sanders won the primary in 2016. That's unfortunately also why Donald Trump won the general in 2016 in our state, 10,700 votes. And so when you talk about electability, there's no doubt that Bernie Sanders is electable. In fact, he wins poll after poll by greater margins than does Joe Biden. But the big question right now is, what is the argument that's going to get people out to vote? And that argument is that I'm going to make sure that you're not going to have your job offshored and automated by somebody who voted to do that. I'm going to make sure that if you lose your job, you're going to have health care. You're not going to lose your health care simply because that happened. We're going to guarantee you that health care. That your kid doesn't have to take hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans to do the basic thing of getting an education. That argument resonates in the industrial Midwest because people are raw of the experience that happened just 10 years ago. It's about moving forward, not moving past. Bernie Sanders is articulating that message.
Can we call billionaires part of the economic establishment, Chris?
Call them whatever you want.
Can we call Mike Bloomberg part of the establishment? Wall Street, who is taking out their checkbooks? The healthcare industry that is taking out their checkbooks? That is the establishment. We are taking them on.
I get what you're saying.
At the end of the day, let me finish. At the end of the day, Chris, I think here in Michigan and around this country, people are sick and tired of billionaires buying elections. They're sick and tired of an economy that works very well for the people on top, but it's not working well for working class people who are going nowhere in a hurry over the last 45 years.
Democrats fall in love and Republicans fall in line. Though, these days, a lot of Democrats are falling in line, if not totally in love with Joe Biden.
The nominee who's a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat, a proud Democrat, an Obama-Biden Democrat. Join us.
What happened today?
What happened today is the chickens came home to roost.
Yeah.
I can use all sorts of analogies, right until late.
Do you see signs of a recession?
Yes.
Well, you just can't say yes. Come on.
You cannot have this level of disruption and dislocation and economic noise and chaos without eventually having this downward spiral that leads to recession. There will be a recession in Europe. There will be a recession in parts of Asia. China is de facto on the verge of recession. The US might skirt it, but it will feel like a recession, even if it isn't the technical 2/4.